Hello, welcome back to Scry's Syndrome TV podcast. I'm Ben Gilman. I'm your host as always. Welcome back to the best TV podcast in the land. Says I haven't got any funny introductions this week, so I'm joined by Helen, Troy, and Tara again. Hello, guys.
Yes.
Hello.
We are here. Yeah.
It's Friday night on Skype.
Friday. We are back on
We don't
Friday.
need to go out. We don't need to go out. What's a pub? All right. How you guys all doing?
Oh man, I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. Oh man, survived the week once again. That's what I do. That's what we do.
You survived the week.
On Friday. Back here once again with the crew. I love all you guys.
We've made it to Friday, which is, I'm always grateful for that.
Yes.
How are you, Ben?
He's busting up the L one. He hasn't even bought me dinner yet. That's a big commitment, man, Mr. Summer. No, I'm okay. I've got problems, but I'm okay. I mean, medical. I'm not gonna get into it. Nobody needs to know my medical problems, but still here, still smiling, happy. Christmas is nearly upon us.
Yeah. Time
to relax, and I'm with three of my best friends. So hey, you know what? It's not a bad time to be alive, really, says I.
I'll raise a bottle of water to that.
Exactly, and I've got herbal tea on the stand right here.
You get some ginger ale to that. I'll wait my ginger ale to that. Ginger ale there.
Lovely. Tara, how are you?
I'm okay. Just a bit sleepy.
That's okay, but you got energy. I know you're going to say something random that's going to throw us off course, and I can't wait.
Yeah.
I've been here.
Yeah. And now we're off already with a orangutan. Okay. The people can't see this stuff. This is not a video podcast, thankfully. But we'll let you know what Tara's up to if it's not verbal. All right. So, yeah, this week is meant to be snowing and there's been no snow. So I'm kind of glad because really right now I've had a travel nightmare this week. Someone I supported, with the people I supported and going to work, there's been a train breakdown twice and 3 times the bus driver's told her to get out. I'm finishing here, get out, get on the next one. It's been a bit of a nightmare. So to London transport people, go fuck yourself and do your job properly. Get me home. Yeah, stop it. Stop going on strike and stop just dishing people off the bus halfway through a journey. Not cool. Cool.
I'm not sure how much control TfL have over the weather. They're very influential, but I
don't care about them. I mean, I respect the bus drivers, but if you're doing that, and not giving people a reason why you're doing it,
yeah, that's not fun.
Yeah, that's the thing though. You expect them to go somewhere, it's like, nah, ride's over.
I mean, stopping at a bus stop to regulate the services, fun. That's okay, you got to do that, but then don't just ditch everyone off the bus because you're going to end up getting sworn at. And one guy said to me, "Oh, what's your problem?" I went, "I'm a care worker, mate. I've got a job to go to, and you're pissing about dropping us off at a bus stop." I just kind of, Troy will tell you, when I'm pissed off at someone, it's not a good look. I big man. I'm a 6'4" guy, so you can imagine. I didn't get near him. Obviously, I don't want to scare the guy, but I was just like, Robert Efron just walked off. I'm just gonna. I can be a drama queen, but it's been a long week of bad transport for me as well, plus my illness, and it's just you know what I mean? But everyone's wearing a mask. 99% of people are wearing masks on transport, so we thank you for your hard work. Thank you for that.
Yeah, definitely giving shout out to everybody doing the absolute bare minimum.
And if you're not, then just keep being difficult. That's cool. I hope you don't catch COVID because it ain't gonna be fun for you. But anyway, okay. So let's have fun. Let's talk about fun, right?
Let's talk about telly.
Let's talk about telly and not real life.
Let's do it.
Okay. So Troy, right, you watched Doctor Who up to date. This is a Doctor Who update.
I'm up to date.
What do you think?
Okay. All right. Let me just lean in. Let me just
Okay, lean in.
Get,
let me just go a bit ASMR real quick.
I'm getting comfortable.
it's getting comfy.
Getting comfy right now. Okay. All right. Okay. So, Doctor Who right now. Oh my god. The Angels. Okay. So you got the Angels, right? Yeah.
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 They're working with the Vision, this so-called Time Lord led faction that's been around for millennia. Yeah, we know this.
Mm.
But at the same time, I'm like, what the? I'm like, the acting is like, I don't know, man. Oh my gosh, it's a cool concept, but the thing is, there's too much stuff going on. That's the problem. It's like it's too much. You got flipping these time beings, these two time beings, this man and this woman version of these time beings.
Yeah.
They're coming out of nowhere, out the blue, out of this next dimension. I'm like, okay. I'm like, are they supposed to be from the Doctor's kind of past in a way? Are they from his her dimension? That where she possibly came from, maybe? And it doesn't really I know they're getting there. I think they're gonna get there at some point. But right now, Chibnall is too damn complex, bro. It's killing.
Sorry. I mean,
on.
we're having one episode is just loads of people coming in, and there's no main. You had the Tyrant and the Angels episode, which were like focused on those things mostly, which was good.
Yes.
1, 3, and 5, all over the place. You've got all these characters just. It's like, you need to focus your show because this isn't.
It's like
it's not bad, but the payoff has to be great. And I don't think he's going to land the end.
This has to be huge. This payoff after all this stuff happening, it has to be massive. It has to be massive to do all of this. It's too big.
And they won't answer everything on Sunday because they've got 3 specials to go afterwards. And then Whittaker comes back for the 60th. So there's no point in her regenerating.
So Helen, what do you think? Because I can see Helen getting in there.
No, I was just saying, like, I know you were joking about the ASMR, but I would listen to ASMR of you making exasperating noises. Sorry.
He had a sexy voice, doesn't he?
But no, not that. It's just trying not to be negative as well, because I know you like to be positive, and it's like watching you trying not to be negative.
It's tough.
It's tough, but yeah, I mean, I just think it's a lot of noise, and it's a lot of flashing lights, and it's an entertaining noise, and it's entertaining flashing lights. But it is basically a Christmas tree, isn't it? Come the end of December, everybody's gonna have forgotten about it until the next time.
Exactly.
I accidentally came up with a really good metaphor there without even thinking about it. But yeah,
nice.
I'm not sure what they're going for. I'm not sure if it's going to be tied up with any satisfaction on Sunday.
Really, they're going to lean into the timeless child thing. And when they said the Master, I said it way back at the end of season 12. The Master just needs to say, I was joking, and you can shut this bad boy. And confirming it. And when you find out it's whatever the silly bitch's name is from season 12, I was like, oh, I don't care. I just don't give a shit about this timeless child thing. And not unless Matt Smith and like David Tennant are under those masks, all 3 of them take them at the passenger and the 2 aliens. It's Peter Capaldi, David Tennant, and Matt Smith to slap Jodie Whittaker about and go, "You are not the Doctor." No, don't hit women. Do not hit women. Don't condone it. But
oh my gosh, trust me, man.
I don't know. I want it to be good. See, the thing is, I want it to be good because, like, I don't want to hate this series. It's been good and bad.
No. Yeah.
The payoff is going to be terrible. I mean, I used to go for Moffat for not delivering shit, but he makes Chris Chibnall makes Stephen Moffat look like a Oscar winner. You know what I mean? It's not got the Russell T Davies excitement of a finale. I need that again.
It takes a lot to make somebody make Stephen Moffat look like somebody who can tell a taut story.
Moffat did a lot of good single episodes, but when it came to the arc, he never landed it.
No,
and Chibnall's even worse than that. It's just a wet fart every time.
I'm not even sure there is an arc other than chaos, to be honest.
Yeah, there is no arc. The angels flying the TARDIS. What is going on over here? What the heck?
Yeah, there's not enough episodes for an arc, is there?
Yeah.
And we all know the Asian.
You know what, Ben? I care about the angels more than anywhere else in the show now. I want to know about the angels, where they come from. I want to see their origins. I just want to see the angel homo, bro.
First episode. The angels have got the 100% record in good episodes in Doctor Who.
Exactly. I just want to see them. I want to see the Doctor. I want to see nothing else. I just want to see them.
I'm not talking about the episode where they guest starred as a quick cameo in a prison cell or on a planet to try and get rid of Matt Smith's Doctor. I mean, when it's just the angels in the episode, they have had a flawless run. But I do think that the Asian chick and the black guy are going to have the baby. The baby is the Doctor.
Oh, you think
that's what they're going to do.
No, you think
that's
they're
what
going?
they're going to
Oh
do.
my
Why
God.
else is there an effing baby in her? Think about it. Why are we spending all this time with this couple that we shouldn't care about? They're very nice characters. I love them both. But it's obvious the baby's the Doctor. Think about it. What colour was the baby when they found her at the portal? It was a mixed race baby, black baby, so it would make sense. Just follow my thinking here.
I just think it would have been a really good 90-minute film, but instead it's a 6-part series.
I would pay for a 90-minute film where Chris Trimble gets his bollocks cut off and put it and gets tortured for being a shit writer.
I was thinking that anyway, though, Ben, but I was like, nah, man. I was like, no, you can't be going there, please. I was like, no, go somewhere else with this, please. I was like, no.
Okay, well, I'm going to change from Doctor Who then. We'll come back to this next week. I'm not expecting us to. We're just going to do a fart noise. What do you think of the finale? That is literally going to be it.
It is going to be just 90 minutes of fart noise.
It's just going to be choo. It's just going to be like the Daleks going choo choo choo, Cybermen choo choo choo. The entire episode. That's it. That's the whole episode right there. And then that's done. It's done. That's it.
I mean, why did they bring like John Bishop on? Because his character's done F all. I mean, Yaz has done quite well. Like she without the other two around, she's had all the time to focus. She's coming along nicely. John Bishop, he didn't need to be there. You could have had a penis TARDIS this year. You could have had 2 women, no penises in the TARDIS. It would have worked well. Don't know why John Bishop is here. He's good, but he's not being used. You know what I mean?
He's just there, bro. Right now, he's just there. That's it.
It's a shame. All right, I'm going to talk about a show that isn't Doctor Who because
go on.
Legitly feels like the update show. We're going to call this the Doctor Who podcast at some point. I want to talk about anime. Okay, so I rewatched a really good anime.
Helen.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. Yeah.
Am I back?
Yeah.
I'm back. Okay, cool. So I'm going to talk about an anime that I rewatched recently. If I say the name Satoshi Kon, I'm looking at Troy and Tara. Maybe Helen will know.
No, God, don't look at me.
Paranoia Agent?
Paranoia.
Say again?
Paranoia Agent.
Paranoia Agent. No, never seen it.
Director of Perfect Blue. Not Memories of a Geisha. Millennium Actress. Paprika. Master of Mindfuckery.
Oh, okay, Paprika. Okay, go ahead.
Basically, the Master of Mindfuckery. He's just, you never know what's real and what's not real in his anime. Because if you did this live action, it would make a great script. So, Paranoia Agent is about a woman called Mitsurugu. But it's very complicated. It's like Doctor Who season 13, but done really well. So there's she's a famous character designer, and she's made one called Murder Me, which is a cute blue dog, a pink dog anime thing, and obviously it's everywhere in this show. Everyone's got a bat. I'll explain it. So she's feeling a bit pressured to come up with a new concept. Her manager's on her. So you're thinking, okay, so this is just going to be about her paranoia. So at the end of the first episode, she gets clobbered by a kid wearing rollerblades with a hat on, it's a 12-year-old looking kid who just knocks her out with a baseball bat called Little Slugger.
Okay.
So you wake up in the next episode, and she wakes up in a hospital, and there's 2 police officers come in and start investigating it. And then we keep jumping between characters who are not happy people.
Okay.
And Little Slugger, each episode will turn up and conk them on the head. But there's an ongoing narrative. There's one point where there is a fake Little Slugger, and then there's another one that knocks him out, and then you're beginning to figure out what this show is. Then Moromi starts to talk to people. The pink thing becomes alive, and he's there in every episode. He's too cute, but he's quite scary. The way he talks is like a zombie. Very slow, very cute. And it's just basically it's a comment on people not being happy and wanting to get out. And Little Slugger, you start to see Little Slugger only appears to them when they're at the bottom of how they feel, and they're like either borderline suicidal or
give up.
they're just being kicked along by family, work, their sexuality, whatever it is, or they're taking pictures of a schoolgirl or whatever this is. There's even an episode where 3 people meet up from online, and you're like a little girl, an old man, and a young man. And you're like, oh, this is cool. Pen friends meeting each other because it's Japan, so there's not so much. Kids travel to school on their own. 5-year-old kids go by transport to school because it's a safe country. So you're not thinking that's too creepy. Then you find out that they're trying to commit suicide. It's a suicide group, and they're trying to find ways to kill themselves.
Freak. Suicide pact.
So it's a comedy episode, but it's still the overarching horribleness of a 8-year-old girl trying to kill herself with adults. And it's just it's a really, all the characters move on. I mean, they evolve. You're second guessing all the time what's going on, because there's moments where you wonder, what's going on? Like, who's real? Is Little Slugger real? Because he starts evaporating into the walls. He seems to be there. It does for its comedy really well.
Yeah.
And even Helen, who's not a big anime fan, I'm guessing, would really enjoy this. It's for adults. It has good use of comedy as well. Appropriate comedy.
Okay.
And the variety, it deals with mental health mostly, which is for 2004 is really, really good. It's on YouTube. Some person has illegally uploaded it to YouTube, so you can find it on YouTube.
Yeah.
And the opening sequence is just the characters laughing at you. Ha 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 ha, with mushroom clouds and smashed up houses and like a nuclear bomb going off behind them, and like something's really unnerving already, and you can just kind of tell there's a happy song going over it as well. And it's just really unnerving. And then the thing is, Little Slugger seems to take away their problem, and they're clear-headed, and it's kind of the police detectives are getting unnerved because they're thinking, what's going on here? Because everyone feels like they're all happy and they're like smiley, and one by one, every character we're introduced to gets impacted by it, and the finale is mental. Some people hate the finale. I like it because it just goes a bit crazy. It goes a bit anime at the end.
Oh, okay, Paranoia.
But it's a good look into Japanese culture and the pressures of work. Like, they work really hard, and they don't talk about mental health. So for me, it's a look at. This was in 2004, but like it's a job. I work in mental health and like lockdown and stuff, and it just shows you, if you don't talk to someone, if you feel like you're trapped and you don't have someone to talk to, this type of stuff, it deals with it really well. There's a moment where there's a teacher. Oh, audio's going a bit wrong. There's one bit where there's a teacher and she's a prostitute at night time, and they keep leaving text messages for each other and voicemails of, bitch, don't you dare, like, and like one's married, one gets engaged to her professor in the college that she works at.
Yeah.
and she can't remember, like an alcoholic or someone ever with something wrong with the brain, like a brain tumor or something. She's blacking out. She can't remember the other person taking over. And there's this great bit when little Slugger comes through her, and she looks like the Joker. The wig comes off, and it's like that. It just boffs her right in the back of the head. And there's a school kid that has roller skates. He's one of the cool kids. He's well liked. He's a bit of a narcissist though. And obviously, because he's got golden skates on and he has his baseball bat and a hat, everyone thinks he's Little Slugger, and he's not. And his popularity goes down. And it's just, and then you find out that his tutor is the teacher with the split personality, and you start to see the characters in the background, and they just rotate it and bring them in, and it's great. I'm trying to do what Troy does and explain it more, but it's a very clever show, and there's a great episode where there's old ladies just gossiping about Little Slugger and making up outlandish tales. So you get an episode of comedy where Little Slugger is like 17 foot tall and he's like a bloody titan, like a bloody Godzilla style, stomping around and all this made up stuff. And they all stop at each other and go, "Oh, that's bullshit. Like, this one's bullshit." And it's really funny. So it balances. The funny bit is where Little Slugger is. There is a great scene. I don't want to go into it. The suicide one. They want Little Slugger to come to them. He buffs someone in the inn, in the onsen where they are. He just knocks them out. And like, "Are you Little Slugger?" Uh-huh. And like, kill me. And he's like, look, I'm gone. Runs away, gets off on his skates and leaves. It's like watching one of the Beatles run away from the fans in the 60s. He's like legging it, gone. And that's good because it has a light-heartedness to it a little bit. Without laughing at mental health, it just kind of has these little moments of really funniness. I think you should all watch it. It's on YouTube for free at the moment. Paranoia Agent.
Paranoia Agent, all right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good. It shouldn't be on YouTube, but I rewatched it with my wife and she seemed to enjoy it. And I loved when I was 2004, like nearly 20 years ago. 21-year-old me gave it 10 out of 10. This is when you had like a scoring system anime on the internet, and I used to give it a score because I thought it was a reviewer, and it got a 10. It's still good. And go and check out Satoshi Kon's stuff as well. Like while I'm here, because he died 2007, and he was one of Japan's best film directors.
He is.
Says the guy who hasn't seen any of his stuff.
No, I've seen Paprika.
Paprika is like that. You always guessing where it's going, and the designs are outlandish, and you should definitely check out Perfect Blue. Yeah. It's a bit uncomfortable, but it's a really that's
the amount of stuff I've heard about Perfect Blue. People say Perfect Blue is amazing. So
it's perfect. His films are perfect. I've never seen a director with a perfect record. Yeah. So go check his stuff. Actually, yeah. And unfortunately, there's no more of them. And sometimes we've talked about what's his name? The guy from Your Name.
Oh yeah.
Him. I can't remember his name right now.
Yeah,
you know the guy I'm talking about, Your Name. And he does the same type of film all the time. And this guy, we were robbed of what more he could have done because he's just fantastic. He's anime lost a great guy when we lost him. So yeah, Paranoia Agent is my pick. And Doctor Who, but we screw
that. Okay.
Well, my pick actually segued. You gave me a nice segue for my pick there. Can I take it?
Sure. Yeah.
Well, Ben very kindly mentioned the Beatles in his talk about his anime this week, and I have spent this week watching the new Beatles documentary on Disney Plus.
I wanted to watch this.
Okay.
The Peter Jackson one. So it's basically in the late 60s, the Beatles were approached to make a documentary about how they made an album. It was called Let It Be, and basically a filmmaker was like, "Yeah, we're going to do one big final gig. It's going to be big. Like, we're going to show you the process of you writing an album and all that stuff. And then we'll make a film out of it, and then it'll be a film and an album together." But there were the guy filmed all this footage and they cut it together and they made an all right film out of it, but all the documentary footage was given to Peter Jackson, and Peter Jackson's cut together 8 hours of basically absolute heaven for any Beatles nerd like me. And so it's interesting watching a band that know each other so well, that are so good at writing music that they can just like this literally just sitting there, like Paul's just sitting there one minute like plucking at his guitar and starts writing the bass riff for Get Back, and then all of a sudden they've got Get Back, the song, and like Ringo's yawning in the corner and like John's picking his nails and all that stuff, because it's like, yeah, right, whatever. But there was a few, I don't know how much Beatles lore you all know, but I'll just fill you in. So at this point, Ben's got a hand up, what's going on?
Yeah, I don't want to cut you off because it does make good audio. I just wanted to say, I watched the trailer. Obviously, I mean, we all love the Beatles in this country, most of us. And Yoko Ono destroyed the Beatles. She did.
No, she didn't. She didn't.
No, I'm joking. But there's some people already gone. I've seen some of the comments on the trailer. They go, oh yeah, there's Yoko Ono like Sadako just pulling John Lennon away from the Beatles. So here we go, and she's just there like Sadako, just come on, John.
No.
But
it's totally.
Lennon, I know my history, and I already know that they were all splitting up anyway. There's like they're all just certain voices. I've done a lot of research recently with Paul McCartney, George Ringo, George Harrison, Ringo, John Lennon. They're all having disagreements, and they were about to combust when this documentary was made.
Yeah. Well, yeah, so I was saying they were at crisis point. So their manager died, Brian Epstein died, and they call him Mr. Epstein, which is the most like, these are the most famous guys in the world, and they've still got utmost respect for their old manager. And the manager died, and Paul McCartney wanted his partner, Linda Eastman, Linda McCartney's dad, to manage them. And John Lennon wanted this guy called Alan Klein to manage them. So there was that tension. Then there was like, none of them particularly wanted to be there, but like Paul McCartney's like trying to jolly them all along. So he's like trying to keep them in line, focused. And he's basically herding some very, very stoned cats. And like getting nowhere. And everybody's getting frustrated with Paul because he's nagging all the time, going, come on, we need to do this. We promise we'll do this. We're, and they're all like, yeah, whatever. So there's that tension. There's the tension of the guy that wants them all to go abroad and do this big final concert, Torchlight concert in Tripoli. But Ringo, which is a complete sentence, Ringo doesn't go abroad. He's just like, no, I'm not going to anywhere like that.
Yeah.
And so they've got that, and they've got the tension of John and Yoko, which isn't really a tension. There is actually a bit, no spoilers, but there is actually a bit where they sit round a thing and they're going to go, oh, can you imagine if one day everybody says the Beatles split up because of Yoko sat on an amp? And like they're just joking about it, but it really is. And then, but everybody's partners are there. Like, Linda McCartney's there with her daughter. Ringo's wife is there. Pattie Boyd's in and out. So it's not like she's like Yoko's come in and taken over everything, but there are so many tensions, and everybody's being quite passive aggressive with each other, and it's just fascinating. It's fascinating to see the songs being born. It's fascinating to see these guys in private, because it's not like it is now when we know people can do Instagram lives from the toilet and we know everything about their lives. It was very much what the papers told us and what the news told us, what everybody told us. So to see like their internal dynamic that's not scripted, that's not part of a film, that's not part of a really kind of closely controlled interview, just see them vibing with each other is just, it's magic. It's absolutely magic.
I have a question.
And
did we get more of a human side of Yoko Ono? Did we get like a look into her mind? Because she's normally mysterious, isn't she? We don't really...
Yeah, but there's not really much face-to-face stuff. So it's not like a normal documentary where somebody would sit in a camera and the director would ask questions.
Yeah.
It's all basically just observing what's going on with a few kind of like subtitles saying this, what's going on here today is da, 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 da. So it's not really like people answering questions. I mean, you get insight into their relationship, and they do things like speak through each other, or they decide what they're going to say as a couple, which I could understand that maybe from the outside is probably quite irritating.
Yeah.
But you get an insight into the dynamic of the band, but not anybody around the band really. you learn more about people like Mal Evans, who was the roadie, and Glenn Johns, who was the engineer, and but one of the keys for me is it ends with the full rooftop concert.
Yeah.
And so there's like a split screen with what's going on in the concert, what's going on in the street, and what's going on in the offices.
Okay.
And
Cool.
yeah, British people, and it's just like, yeah, British people will complain about anything. They will literally complain about a free Beatles concert on a Friday lunchtime in January.
I love that for some reason.
Yeah, well, it's like some things are eternal. British people will complain.
Yeah, it's just it's a condition.
But I mean, if you are into music, if you're into how music is made, you're into like kind of dynamics of a band, I'd say you definitely get a lot out of it. But if you are into the Beatles, then you're going to be a very happy, funny 8.5 hours.
No, it's just part one, isn't it? This is a trilogy by Peter Jackson.
No, it's all out. It's all out.
All three. How long is it? 8.5 hours.
Something like that, yeah.
Damn, I'm gonna go watch this over the weekend with the wife.
I was putting in.
Let it be.
Do it.
And also shout out to my mum, who doesn't know how streaming services work, and I told her about it, and she went, "If I don't watch it on the 25th, will it be repeated?"
That's my mum. Exactly.
And I was like, "Mum, it's just there all the time when you're ready." you enjoy that.
Oh my gosh, Beatles.
So that's me.
I like it, Beatles. Oh gosh. I'm trying to see, should I segue in off of what Helen just said? Because I've got a kind of link myself.
Okay.
So, hey, let me ask Tara. Do you want to go next, or should I go first? What do you want to do, Tara?
Okay, I'll go next. Right.
Go on. I'll let you go.
She's alive. She's got a cool hoodie on.
Go on, Tara. Go on.
What?
Yeah, like what's going on with the I don't know. You just got a new look going on.
Oh,
It's a zebra.
hoodie. It's a
Tara, hoodie, yeah? Hoodie.
Yeah.
Hoodie. Oh, yeah, that's what we do. Hoodie.
Right.
Hoodie,
Okay. Yeah, so actually I wanted to talk about Hellbound, so I think maybe you guys have heard of it before.
Tara.
We talked about it last week.
I thought about it for you, Tara. I was waiting for you. Tara. There you go.
Okay, right.
Go
So
on,
have
Tara,
you guys
loved it
watched
last
it?
week. What's your opinion of it?
Yeah, do it.
Actually for me, I think it's pretty interesting, firstly, and it's too short because there's only like 6 episodes. Yeah, it's too short, and there's definitely gonna be a season 2 because because one of the victims who was burnt to crisp, she actually comes back like at the ending. So I guess there's definitely gonna be a season 2.
Yeah.
This is quite popular, isn't it? Because now people are looking for Korean drama because of Squid Game, and people are beginning to woke up to something we knew a long time ago, that Korean drama is quite cool. So I think a lot of Korean drama, if it's similar to Squid Game, not the romantic stuff, but like the action-packed stuff like this, they're going to be popular because people will like something similar now. I think we're going to see a lot of copycats. Yeah. Hopefully they're all good.
Yeah, but I don't really understand the concept though. So if we walk through, it's actually about these 3 creatures, and I'm not sure, they look like gorilla or King Kong, and they're actually
they're like eight entities, 8 creatures. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and they're called the Decrease. So they just appear after someone is condemned to hell, and they suck the life out of someone like the mummy. Basically not suck, but burn the victim to a crisp. Yeah.
Yes, fry them.
Yeah, it's kind of gross in a way. So, and it has been happening, and no one knows what they are actually, and even the baby got condemned. Like, why? I don't understand why. Yeah.
Hey, season 2 questions, Tara. Questions about this now. It's gonna be interesting. The baby decree, the woman from the original part of the first part of the show coming back. Oh my gosh, it's gonna be amazing, bro. So you got any thoughts, Tara? You got any thoughts about what season 2 is gonna bring? Have you got any ideas?
Do any of them look like your ex-boyfriend or?
What? No. Did you mean for season 2?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe they're going to tell us what those 3 gorillas are. Like, where did they actually come from? Who the hell are they? Yeah. Because actually, I have no idea. Actually, they're called decrees. Some people say they're called angels or something. But I'm pretty sure
It
angels.
shows the angels and the when they get
Yeah.
chosen, they say it's a decree. Yeah.
Yeah, the decrees. Yeah, it's quite confusing. And then we have this dude, the chairman called Jinsu, the dude with the long hair. I don't get why he dies in the end. Like, he knew his days were numbered before he gets burned to crisp. I don't know what did he do wrong, to be honest.
I don't know. Hey, that's what it's about. The questions, Tara. That's what I'm saying. They might ask you next season because it says because the baby got decreed. He got decreed and he said he did nothing wrong.
Yeah.
He was in school when he got a decree out of nowhere. You will die in 20 years. And it was like, what the hell? For what? What have I done? Like, what the heck? I'm in secondary school. What the heck have I done? So then that was it. So I don't know. We'll see. Because apparently he's dead, but as you saw at the end, Tara, is anyone truly dead though? Is anyone really dead?
Yeah, so one day he was walking in Tibet, or I'm not sure, was that Tibet where he saw the decrees first, or somewhere in the Himalayas or something? He was walking on a suicidal mission, and then he just saw 3 gorillas sucking the life force out of a crispy corpse. Yeah, so that's when he first encountered the decrees. So actually, where did they originate from? If I'm not sure, actually. Yeah, if you think about it.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Where'd you see that? Where'd you see that?
There was a scene, right, about the chairman for the new organization, the dude with the long hair. He at first he felt, I don't know, like suicidal or something. He took a trip to Tibet or Himalayas. That's when he first discovered, when he first saw the 3 decrees.
Yeah.
The life force out of someone. So actually, where do these 3 decrees come from? If you think about it.
Could be. I think someone summoned them. I think someone's there to summon them. I don't know who though. I don't know who. Something summoned them. I don't know.
Yeah.
Spell some kind of someone did a curse, put a curse on someone. Something happened. So they're massive kind of different ritual. I think they just came by themselves. They came through a portal. It could be super. I think it's gonna be either a spell, or it's an alien threat. One of the two.
Yeah.
They're going through portals. They're like going through portals, like flipping Avengers or something. It's going through different portals and that. It's like, yeah. So I don't know. Which one do you think, Tara, Ben, Helen? Which do you think is alien, supernatural?
I don't know. I haven't seen it, so I couldn't offer a comment. But if it's Hellbound, then it's going to be something kind of monstery, isn't it? It's going to be like Hellhound or something.
I know it's definitely a gorilla for sure.
I think Helen. I think Helen will love it. I think you'll love it.
Maybe Satan decided, hey, I'm gonna let the monkeys out of the hell zoo and go hell monkeys.
Hell apes. Okay, I like it.
I'm gonna I don't worry, Wicked Witch. I'll let the flying monkeys out of Oz soon. Don't worry, I'll just open the door. Oh, what's that, Ghostbusters dogs? You want to go up as well? Go on up there. Go on them. All the animals of hell will be down there, ready to go.
I was thinking about the Ghostbusters dogs. I was thinking about Gozer and the
Gozer. Yeah, I love it.
Oh, we've opened the doors now. We could just bring up every animal we don't like.
Gozer.
Scrappy-Doo's from hell. He can go up there if he's in season 2.
Right.
Oh my, Scrappy-Doo is the worst.
Oh my gosh, I love it. Helen, that's it. Oh, Helen, you have to see this.
K-9, Doctor Who's also from hell.
I'm I'm going to see if I can watch it. Then I can talk to you about it. Definitely.
No, that's why I brought your name. Because I was like, oh, Helen's probably seen one episode at least.
Oh.
It's 6 episodes. I'm on it.
Yeah,
I can do 6 episodes. She
pretty
says.
short. Yep. And let's talk about the cult, the New Truth Society. What do you guys think about cults?
I stay away from them as much as possible.
Yeah, I think
Annoying.
to be avoided.
Yeah,
Yeah.
annoying.
All the time. Especially after watching
Midnight Mass.
Midsummer. I never go
Midsummer.
near a cult ever. Oh, that is the creepiest film of all time.
Midsummer.
It's even creepier than Hereditary because it's just off from the word go. It's just wrong.
Yeah.
If you watch the film, is a scary thing. It's just,
Yeah.
Really, a lot of cult groups in Korea and Japan.
Oh, The Invitation is another film that I watched this year, which is again about cults. No.
Invitation.
Why? Why do you ask? You got a cult?
movie.
You going to say it's a package with cultness?
Mm.
There are a lot of Korean films about cults. There's one called, I don't know how to pronounce it, Swaha. 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 Yeah. It's about Buddhist cults.
Okay.
What is cults?
Yeah.
I thought you said something else there, but you said cults. Okay, that's cool.
Oh yes, I think I've heard
Cults
of it.
are the C word. Cults are cunts.
I've heard of it.
I saw that on a T-shirt once. That made me laugh. Cults are cunts.
Yep, and they're a waste of money and space. Yeah.
Yes, I've heard of one. One of the podcasts I listened to, the true crime ones, were talking about. There's a Netflix documentary about a Buddhist cult, right? And it's to do with. Oh, I can't remember. Sorry, that was a good story, Helen. Tell everybody that one.
That's
I
all
might
right.
come back
Hey,
to
you got
you.
me thinking now, Helen. You got me thinking now. Look at that.
What was it called? It was like No, I can't remember. Sorry.
All right, don't worry.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, and I just remembered that movie Swaha. It stars the lead guy of Squid Game, but he's a pastor and he looks super different. I couldn't even recognize him.
Really?
Yeah, Gi-hoon. Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah.
Is he handsome?
No.
No. Okay. Because we know Tara likes men. That's what I'm going to say.
What?
Okay, enough.
No. There have been moments where, like, yeah. You're like a dreamboat. You're like a, what is it, Chris Evans lover and stuff. Yeah. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Not judging. I'm just saying sometimes you review the male lead as well, and we get a Tractus out of 10 factor. And I was just wondering if there's any man that caught your fancy and you went, that's a 10 out of 10 guy.
Nope.
And I know for a fact she likes Jinsu. Jinsu Young. I know you like. I like that.
That's fine. We're not judging you. It's just
Sorry, that smile on your face.
He's alright. He's
Smile.
alright. I mean, he's
There's
alright.
a smile. What's his name?
Right.
We got to meet him first. Or you can, no, I'm joking. Ignore me. Just keep going. Sorry.
Your song. Sing your song. Go on.
I'm still trying to look for the name of this thing, but I can't remember it. No, it's gone. Is it the one? Oh,
It's a cult.
Is it Holy Hell or Wild Wild Country? It's one of those.
Wait a second. Yeah, what country was it? I've not heard of that. What country?
Or is it Come and See? It's something like that, anyway.
What you said brought the memories. I think I've seen something like that. But yeah, I've checked it out. After this, I'm gonna check it out. See what the heck that is. Let's go watch it. Interesting. Buddhist cult. That's so interesting to me.
Yeah. Weird kind of cult. Remember the Forest of Love that I talked about?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was also a cult. The stupid con man. Yeah.
The con cult.
So, what made you want to watch it? Because, culty shows kind of scare me.
Okay, so why I watched The Forest of Love is actually based on a true crime story. That's why.
Okay.
True score is scary the most.
That is nothing more scary than human beings. That's why The Walking Dead works so well. It's not the zombies you need to watch out for. It's human nature.
Yeah, Shane.
The scariest thing about horror for me is never the demons or any of that crap. It's the human beings.
Yeah.
Always.
Nothing
More terrifying than a normal human being.
Supernatural horrors don't scare me at all because, nah, it's not real. But when things about people being pushed to the extreme, or really extreme violence and awfulness, that sticks with you. So things like Martyrs. Have you seen Martyrs?
Yes.
Oh, that's a good movie. That is really good.
Yeah, but none of it's supernatural, is it? It's all just human beings being horrible.
Yeah.
That's why Ghostface.
Right there, the lowest of the low.
That's why Ghostface in Scream is much scarier than Freddy Krueger or Michael Myers, because that's a real person in there doing that to people. They just do that. It's 10 times more scary.
That's just a person with some bad
That's why
decisions.
possession is scary for me as well, because if a demon went into a human being,
hey, don't get it twisted. Yeah, that'd be. I'm gonna go there, but
yeah. So there's one more thing about the show that we need to talk about: the Arrowhead, the gang of violent motherfuckers who beat people for no apparent reason.
Yes.
Yeah,
just the Red Arrow gang. Yeah.
Exactly. Yeah, they're just pointless, senseless people who beat people with a baseball bat, and they think that they're carrying out God's will. They're just a bunch of violent motherfuckers. Seriously. And the live streamer dude, I feel like slapping him. Seriously.
That second preacher.
It's so annoying. The live streamer dude. Yeah, like slapping him.
That guy was hilarious. He was like, yes, you sinners.
So compared to beating people up with a baseball bat again, it's like after I talked about Paranoia Agent, it's a baseball theme this week.
Yeah. Imagine a group of people
Should we talk about the seal from Walking Dead and just do more baseball bat jokes and just be like, right, so what do you think of Negan from The Walking Dead?
Yeah, a group of violent teenage motherfuckers going around beating people with a baseball bat, like Negan, and claiming it's God's will. Motherfuckers, seriously.
It's wrong. A baseball bat will do some damage, I guess.
Yeah. And the live streamer, he received a decree as well to go to hell.
That shit was amazing.
Yeah.
These guys crazy on YouTuber.
Exactly.
I got funny as heck. There's some funny bits in there. There's a serious sort of show, but there's some funny moments in it. It's like, what? It's outlandish. Weird stuff happens in that show. I mean, the streamer was funny, though. He was funny.
Yeah, it's crazy, though.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
So I do need to at least try and watch it, but I can't promise that I won't just watch the Beatles documentary again.
Yeah, you'll be off it and watch it again.
But at least you'll be able to watch that safe in the knowledge that a baseball bat won't come into shot out of nowhere.
Arrowhead.
There is a random anvil.
Oh, snap. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Weapons.
Somebody expresses a desire for an anvil, and an anvil is there. Magically.
Sounds like a scene of Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Definitely. It does not have Acme on the side in big letters.
Yeah, I'm about to go Looney Tunes. I was about to say.
While Coyote kept them in business for years, that guy ordered a lot of stuff from them. Best paying customer going.
Yeah, for real. Oh man. So what would you rate Hellbound to finish up? What would you rate Hellbound?
I give it a 9.5 out of 10.
Oh wow, that is good.
Hey, there you go.
Okay, so when we have a scoring system of House of Animation, Helen, she never gives anything more than a 6 to any film we've talked about. So for her to drop a 9.5 it's like the Holy Grail. This is going to be something I have to watch now.
Okay, that must mean it's good then.
I'm going to end the podcast here. I'm just going to mute myself. I'm done. You can all say goodbye for me. I'm done. I can't.
Hi guys. Yeah, let's just no. It's over. It's done. 9.5 10. That's all. We can't beat that. So,
okay.
Yeah. Okay. So Tara, is that the only one today? Is that the only one that you're gonna talk about today?
Yeah, I guess that's the only one. Maybe I'll save the rest for later. Oh, maybe has anyone watched the Cowboy Bebop live action so far?
I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet.
No, we might be doing it this week because there's been Netflix has just thrown so much stuff out at the moment. We are literally trying to keep up. Maybe we should watch it for next week.
I keep seeing it constantly on feed, and I'm like, nah.
Okay, right.
I've heard it's not bad. I've heard it's pretty good.
All right.
And people were bitching because originally one of the main characters wasn't there, but she's in the show. Ed is in the show. Ed is there.
Okay.
The wig looks awful. Like they didn't dye their hair; they just put a really shit wig on. Like they got no, like a really bad, basic drag queen thing on the head. They didn't dye the hair; they just put the worst looking wig.
You're talking about Faye?
Ed.
Oh.
Ed's in the show, but Ed's one of the main characters in the anime, but she doesn't turn up. She's there though because the actress Netflix dropped it on YouTube with the actress playing her. I was like, that's really cool. So that's all the main characters in the show at some point, which is good. So she sounds like Ed as well.
Check out at some point.
You know, Ed. She's got like the crazy energy of Ed, who's like crazy. She's like she's had so much sugar and she's ready to go. So she seems to have nailed like that ADHD sugar, thinking up 400 miles an hour, like when I was younger. Brain just going like a
pistons, like
a piston, like
a synapse.
Jaguar.
Right now. Yeah. So have you seen it yet, Tara? Have you seen it? Yet?
I've only watched 1.5 episodes actually so far. I think 4 episodes. Yeah.
Wait, how many episodes?
Early thoughts.
Well, I'm surprised to see Harold from Harold and Kumar as Spike.
My wife doesn't think he's right for the role.
Okay. It's pretty famous.
He doesn't seem to, in the trailers, he doesn't seem to have the coolness.
Spike Spiegel look. Okay, I got it.
Oh, because I noticed, Japanese food. We were watching one of the Grudge remakes, and he was in it as well. And his Japanese food was like, Korean actor. Then I'm like, yeah, Korean American actor.
But he's lanky like Spike though. He's lanky like in the anime, so they've got the look down mostly.
He's a good actor.
And he's got all like the mannerisms of the fight, like the claw style that he uses. He's got, you know what I mean? He looks like Spike. Like he's got the fighting style done in the trailer as well. I was like, that's Spike, the guy with his hands in his pockets, dodging punches and stuff, and just being lazy in his fight with someone, taking the piss, like dodging with his hands in his pockets of his suit. Yeah, that looks like Spike to me. I'm really excited. Yeah. I've heard good things about it. Not bad.
Well,
it's not Death Note or Dragon Ball Z. It's been done well.
Right.
Well, if you've seen the Death Note Netflix one, they completely shit the bed on that one. That was awful. Right?
I've not even watched it yet. I don't even want to.
The Bleach film, I could keep going. The Fullmetal Alchemist film. There's been some clangers of live action for me.
Bleach was actually pretty good at the live action. Yeah.
Well done, Netflix. You finally got one right. Well done.
Tokyo Ghoul wasn't that bad either.
But it sets up Sandman really well for Netflix in a couple of months. Sandman coming up from DC.
No, that looks good.
That looks like they're going to nail it again. The Marvel, Netflix, and I want to talk about Lock and Key. They're doing really good with Lock and Key as well, season 2. So, and Witcher, so they can do really good source material when they get the right people in. Netflix are pretty good at it. Right. Yeah. Okay, Troy, you're sitting on something.
Actually, So
hold on. So, Tara, you didn't tell us what you thought of the first episode and a half. Early impressions.
Yeah. What about it?
Well, we asked you how is it going so far?
It's all right so far for me. Yeah.
That was an earth-shattering announcement. I'm so glad we asked you that.
You scumbag.
No, I'm joking.
But yeah, I like it though, man. It sounds good. It sounds Tara's giving it a thumbs up, so giving it approval. So we like that. We like that. We like it. We like it a lot. We like that. So
Okay. Your turn.
all right, so mine. I was gonna go two, but I said, you know what, yeah. So should I go two? I don't think I should. I'm just gonna go one today, and then give a little update in the other one. So first one, as I said before, I was gonna try and lean off Helen a little bit. I'm gonna go a bit of Disney Plus.
Hawkeye.
Bit of Hawkeye.
Oh yeah.
Okay, Hawkeye.
Careful, because I haven't started watching it yet.
Oh, man.
Oh
like a French chef.
mate.
Okay.
Careful.
So I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna go around. I'm gonna say too many spoilers right now. So, it plays at the start. Well, it starts off with a little girl, and it basically goes right back to 2012. As you know, what 2012, the Avengers incident happened. Chitauri, blah 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 blah. There's what happens in that movie. And then, as you see in the trailers, you see Kate Bishop, the Hawkeye in training. And you see her obviously learning from Clint Barton, Hawkeye, the original Hawkeye himself. And then this kind of show kind of plays with the Ronin character, the villain character they played in the Avengers movies. And so literally, that's the show right now. So literally, everyone's trying to find out who Ronin is, and Hawkeye. He's got let's see. I'm just in the trailer. So
can I ask you a question?
Yeah, go.
Is it based on the Matt Fraction run from the comics where he goes deaf, or is it Pizza Dog?
Wait, do you want to know? Do you want to know, Ben? I'm gonna say
no. Just tell me, is it similar to the great comics run Matt Fraction did, where Hawkeye was deaf for a while, and they had to do a comic book with no words, just
no. But listen to what you just said. If I say that, they're just going to confirm a lot of stuff that's going to happen in the show.
They're taking it from the Matt Fraction run, which is cool. That's what I need to know. So there's Russian lobsters. Russian lobsters in red tracksuits as well.
Okay, got you.
Pizza Dog.
Okay, I'm confirming it.
I know Kate Bishop's in it. Young Avengers, baby.
Yes.
Wiccan.
Yes.
So what is that now? We've got Wiccan and Speed from Scarlet Witch. You've got Kid Loki. You've got the Patriot from the Black Patriot, the kid from the old Captain America, the Black Captain America set up in Winter Soldier and the Falcon in the background because he becomes Patriot in the Young Avengers. Now you got Kate Bishop. Ant-Man's daughter will be in the next Ant-Man film. She's part of the Young Avengers. So we're building Young Avengers at some point. It's coming. You can't say it's not happening.
I see it too, but you got it too far ahead, Ben. Bring it back, Ben.
Yeah, live in the moment, Ben. Come on, just enjoy it.
You know, bring it back. So,
does it have Pizza Dog?
Yeah. So you got the dog in there.
Yeah.
You got the dog in the one eye. You got the dog in there.
I got to watch the show. Sorry.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bring it back. The expectations.
I love that run so much. Sorry.
So obviously you got the deaf part in there. He's got the hearing aid in. Left ear. He's got the hearing aid in. As you said before, so I was gonna just say that real quick. He's got that. He's watching a theater piece. Rogers and the Avengers. He's watching like a theater play. And he's having flashbacks of all the stuff that's happened. Got a little bit of PTSD, you know. A bit of sadness, you know what I'm saying? Just thinking about the good times, you know, fighting with the Avengers. Oh, you got Black Widow in there. He's like, oh man, sacrifice, herself for him, you know, and the rest of the Avengers and the world, you know, the Soul Stone and all that stuff. So you got that part. He goes out, says bye to his kids, back to live his life, just chill out. Basically join his family for the Christmas, and then Kate Bishop.
Does Trainer snap them out of reality again?
Right. So then you got Kate Bishop just rocking up now, with chaotic ways, following Hawkeye, basically just causing trouble at school, getting expelled, getting suspended, all that stuff. Well, not so much expelled, but suspended at school, and she literally hit a bowl at a bell. The bell just literally destroys a building. Stuff like that happens in the show.
Yeah.
I don't say too much, but they have.
It's basically like Hawkeye is a grizzled old detective that's one day away from retirement.
The grizzled vet.
And the young girl is the young maverick rookie cop come to ruin his day.
She's like, oh man, Hawkeye, can you teach her how to do this? He's like,
yeah.
It's like she don't exist. He's just trying to get this stuff done. He's trying to get his Ronin suit back because these people are auctioning for you for Avengers gear, stuff like that.
Miss Marvel, there's another one. See, they're building it. They're building it.
Yes,
slowly.
The slow build. So in the show, you're gonna see that.
I like it. I like the background build. Marvel's always good at the slow build, man.
Yeah. So
sorry, anyway, keep going.
Yeah.
Sorry, keep going.
So then the show kind of plays on the hearing and the abilities of other senses that he needs to use in the show, which is kind of hinted at in episode 3, which we're gonna get to at some point. So there's a character in there who's literally just deaf, like literally, she has like no hearing at all, but she's got great senses, and she's great at picking up stuff. So you're gonna see a character in there as well, and you're gonna see a gang. Helen knows what I'm going. You're gonna see a gang.
Is it the Russian mafia gang? Yes.
No spoilers. No spoilers from me.
Yeah. That's what
I know the comics. I know the comics.
No, but don't do that. Don't do that, Ben. Don't do that.
Don't do it to yourself.
Don't do it to yourself. I'm just gonna say there's a gang, and then you're gonna crack up a year. Yeah, oh my days.
Go tracksuit.
That's first, I never read the comics. I saw the gang, and I was like, oh my god. I was dying. I was like, oh my days. Are they really called that? I was like, I'm legit serious right now. But they do have very great comedy timing, that gang, and the interaction between Clint, Kate, and the gang. The gang. And it does intrigue me somewhat because there is a leader that's going to come into the show at some point. Because there was like a guy in a suit, and I was like, you saw her when she was really young, who this character we're going to see in the show. Little cheek
pull.
Yeah, and I was like, who is that? And they didn't reveal that at some point. Who the heck is that guy gonna be? That intrigues the heck out of me. That's the one thing about the show that's intriguing the heck out of me. I want to know who that guy is. So
we want to know. We want to know who the uncle is.
Yes, I want to know who that is. I want to know. That's killing me. But as you see, Clint is putting in work. Doing the flips and little trick arrows. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, there we go. Let's go, Clint. Let's put in work. That's how you do it. Hawkeye, let's go. AKA Ronin. So that he's putting in work in the show. Kicking butt, man, and there's a little car scheme which is pretty. I like that scene, pretty solid. Mind of like the old Avengers movies, like Civil War and stuff like that. Mind of that the Black Panther, Winter Soldier car chase type of thing, which I liked. That's solid. But it's kind of moving at a steady pace right now. Nothing too crazy is happening in the show, but it's building. It's building. I like where it's going. I like where it's going so far. At first, I was like, is it a bit too kiddie for Hawkeye's character? And I was like, but Hawkeye's kind of mellowed out now, so I guess it kind of makes sense with the actual tone of the show.
Yeah.
It's time of the Christmas, that kind of thing going on. The Die Hard kind of effect on the show.
He just wants to be a family man, and he just wants to be home for Christmas, doesn't he? So it basically is Die Hard.
Yeah, it's Die Hard.
He just wants to be home for Christmas, but everybody's getting in his way. And one of the things that I really like about it as well is it's playing on this new Marvel trope that they're kind of putting through everything, is that everybody who survived Thanos' snap is just used to weird shit happening now.
Yeah.
And like, if something just blows up, or some baddies come along and they have a massive fight on Brooklyn Bridge or wherever, whatever, we're done.
It's a moot point at that point. Like, they have
come on, you can't scare me. I lived in the ether for 5 years because a bad man snapped his fingers.
Hey, as well, you even saw like a cup. It says Thanos was right at the cup. I was like, what the heck?
Oh yeah.
Thanos is right. I was like, are you serious, Clint? What are you doing? But yeah, that was like a little funny moment as well. I was like, why has he got that in like literally in his hideout, his house? What the heck is going on? But yeah, so that's that kind of thing. So the The show's solid right now for me. The show's solid. It kind of gives me a with the character that's going to come into the show in episode 3. Yeah, in episode 3, the latest one. It gives me a Daredevil vibe. That's what I'm going to say about that. So Daredevil vibe going on right now.
So after Hawkeye, what's next?
So what do you mean?
Armor Wars, Secret Invasion.
I think it's secret, wasn't it?
Is it not She-Hulk's coming as soon as well?
Oh, I'm excited for She-Hulk. I love She-Hulk.
Oh man, I don't know.
Love that character.
She-Hulk's, I don't know, man. It's gonna be tough,
She's
man.
much better than that overrated character, the Hulk. I don't like him. I love She-Hulk though. Oh.
I love She-Hulk as a character. I love the character.
Underrated. She's a cult classic. She's gonna be the next big thing up there.
This show, it has to hit, man. I want this show to hit because the Hulk is having a bad rap right now. Hulk is terrible right now. He's trash. I want Hulk to get I want the Hulk name to be respected once again. Where's that Hulk name? Where's the respect? People is crapping on the Hulk. What are you doing out here, Mark? What are you doing? Jeez. Put some respect.
You need a woman to do a man's job. That's what's happening, mate.
Oh God. All right.
Not there's anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I want She-Hulk to be good though, to be honest. Because I love the character. I've always loved the character She-Hulk. So yeah.
I've got. So is there anything else you want to update us on?
Yeah. So Disney Plus, as I said before, Hawkeye. It's gonna be a great show so far. So it's gonna be epic. It's gonna be epic. So how many episodes is gonna be again? I can't remember what episode it's gonna be. It's gonna be 6, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
The usual because they're kind of trying to shrink.
6 is good because I think with WandaVision they kind of saw that there was too many episodes. 6 is a good length. Captain America did it. Loki did more, but Loki got away with it. Did it do 6 or 8?
Yeah, so 6. I think it's going to be 6. I think it's 6.
6 is a good number because the thing about my problem with when Netflix did the Marvel stuff on Netflix, I always felt like it should have been 10 or 8. Because 13, even Daredevil and Jessica Jones suffered halfway through with too many episodes, and you could scale that back to 8 to 6 episodes. It would have been much better. There's no filler in there. If you've got 6 episodes, you can just bang, 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 bang.
Yeah, that was solid. But yeah, Hawkeye. That's my first one. So I'm just gonna do a quick roundup of Chucky real quick.
How is the little prick doing?
Oh, it is. Finale. Just watched it. Just finished it. Finale was amazing. So good. Jennifer Tilly.
Oh, I love Jennifer Tilly.
And still on point with acting skills. She's amazing.
How is the Prince William looking dude doing? Prince Harry looking dude doing?
Prince Harry looking dude. What the heck, man? What are you getting at? But yeah, this guy. But yeah, Jennifer Tilly hitting it again. Charles D. Ray, Chucky, yo, still putting in work, still with them epic kills. The kill streak is on point right now. Oh my, it's so good, so good. His master plan of splitting his soul into many good guy dolls.
I thought you said Megan. I was like, yeah, he's already done that. We're not talking about Prince Harry. Sorry.
Man, you've lost your mind. But yeah, he's basically split his soul into like many pieces now. So he found a way to do that because he's been researching the voodoo, the Dembala, his god, his voodoo god that he worships, with his powers. So did some research as well. And I was like, yo, Dembala is an actual voodoo Haitian god. And I was like, that's really interesting. But I like how they kind of Mancini put that into the show and kind of use that like, kind of lore. And so I love stuff like that. Lore, I love that kind of supernatural. But yes, Jennifer Tilly, Jennifer Tilly for your work once again, yo. I was like, yes, Jennifer Tilly is mad once again. And also, we get a cameo of the Bride of Chucky doll in the end. And I was like, oh yes, about to go down. If they get another season of the show, oh my, I want it. I don't know if they're gonna do it, but it looks like they might. But I want another season of this show.
Oh.
Dembala is a great footballer that used to play for Newcastle United. Dembala, good name.
Oh my God,
ding, go! I have them.
But, oh my God!
Even Helen's just taking a.
Even Helen's like, what the heck?
You know when people with glasses have to just like, put their glasses above their head.
Yeah, I had to lift up my glasses and rub my eyes at that one.
That's when you know it's bad when you take the glasses off like that. But yeah. Chucky, he's basically souls in obviously that woman again. And the funny thing is, she plays Charles D. Ray's character so well as well in the flashbacks. It just kills me, man. I'm like, oh my days. They got someone that just like him in female form. It's crazy. Oh my days. You got the moustache on, the hair, the trench coat. That was incredible. But yeah, his plan of getting an innocent child, because that's his plan, getting an innocent child to kill someone. That succeeded. He succeeded in that, so that's how he got his master plan of invading every Chucky doll ever that he's literally just amassed through the help of a Jeff Fertilli character. And there is a cinema scene that is pretty enjoyable. So I'm gonna say, if you're a horror fan, you're gonna love that cinema scene.
I'm excited.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna say. Just the dialogue from Chucky alone is just worth just watching the show. Just him just talking. That is it. That's all you want to see. Just him just talking to people. That's it. Interacting with just the public. Live and love him. He's that good. And the thing is, the way, and I was surprised that they got away with this. Surprised they got away with stuff like it's just like him just like saying, like say if anything like gay happened in the show, he'd be like, it's so gay. It's just the funniest thing in the show. It's just stuff like that you can get away with. I'm like, how did he get away with? And the thing is, he's got episodes. There's an episode called Camp. What was it? Camp Queer. You know the movie Cape Fear.
Oh yeah.
It's called Cape Fear. That's it. Cape Queer. And I was like, oh my days, I just got away with this stuff. The stuff they get away with in the show. I'm like, how does it improve this? Especially nowadays, 2021. That stuff we should. I'm like, how's that even getting improved?
Chucky.
But it's Chucky. He can do it. He can get away with anything. And I love it. Everything that he's doing in the show is epic. So off the wall, non-PC, and I love every second of it. I love it. Okay, that's me done. Bye, Chucky.
Oh, I just want to quickly talk about Gamesmaster. It's back.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I watched the first episode and I really enjoyed it.
I'm just going to pimp someone's podcast because I got it back into Under Consultation. There's a podcast called Under Consultation that reviewing from season 1 Gamesmaster all the way to the end. Obviously, they've had to include season 8 in now because it started. And I've watched that. We're currently on season 5 in the rewatch. But love season 8. It's not a mockery. It's got a Scottish presenter. I love that. It's funny. I love Trevor McDermott is the games master. That's brilliant. And now they throw people into the pit and just kills them in lava if you fail the mission, the challenge. They've streamlined it. They've got a guy that is like the guy that pumps the crowd up, and they've got a female that is really quite funny. It's good. I wish they made a lot more episodes, but there's only 3 of them.
Yeah.
I love it. It's Games Master, and it's not just, here's Angry Birds. Here's Angry Birds with casual gamers. They're actually making a big effort to do proper games as well.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Games Master.
And it's good to see it back, because when I heard it was coming back, I thought, Angry Birds, Minecraft, they're just going to do all the crappy games, all the casual shit. They're not doing it.
The popular games,
No, they haven't forgotten it. And it's literally naughtiness still. The cheekiness is still there. It's not been pulled back. It's like Dominic Diamond hasn't left, basically. And I love the cheekiness of it. And it's a good game. Welcome back, Games Master. You have been missed. I love it.
Yeah.
Like the Crystal Maze with Richard Adwadi. You just nailed it. You just got the show back with the right presenter.
He did nail it, didn't he?
Yeah.
Amazing.
Let's big up Richard Adwadi as well, because he was perfect for the rewatch of Crystal Maze. It's just the little hand thing he has where he shakes people's hands.
Yeah, I enjoyed that.
And it's not cringe. I thought Games Master was going to be cringe, and it's not. It's cool. It's 45 minutes. They've extended it, so all the challenges on net break. They give time to everything there's a kid from episode 1 whose dad was the Sega champion and came on regularly to challenge people, and now his son just came and whooped some celebrity I've never heard of at Splatoon, and it was glorious because she was having fun with it and just went, yeah, he kicked my ass. And he was talking. He was like a wrestling promo. He was talking trash to her.
Cutting promos on people.
He annihilated her, though, didn't he? Like.
But she was laughing, and you can see their faces where they're playing, and the commentary is good, and it's enjoyable. And I love the fact if you fail, you get thrown in the lava, and that's Mortal Kombat style. I love it. And the Mortal Kombat challenge, they actually got 2 world-class players to play it, not just 2 random people that can't play the game properly. They showed you how good Mortal Kombat looks. Those type of things, proper pro gamers, that's what you need.
That's what you should do, though.
Yeah. The amount of times I watch old Gamesmaster and they just bring 2 random people and they go, have you played this game before? No. And then they're just doing crappy kicks and punches instead of them special moves. Big difference. You get an expert in. Welcome back, Gamesmaster.
Gamesmaster.
Oh.
Excellent.
It needs more episodes though. 3 is a crime. Bring back 24 episodes. Give me half a year of Gamesmaster, please.
Okay.
I do want to see it. I want to see more Gamesmaster. I hope it. The ratings, apparently Channel 4 are very happy with it and want to bring it back for season 9 next year for a much longer run. I think they've realised people are like, yes, this is what I want. So yeah, go and listen to Under Consultation by Luke Owen and the other guy. I can't remember his name. Luke Ashes or Luke Versus or Luke or Ashes Versus. I can't remember versus Ashes. I fucked his name up. I'm sorry. But they're really good. Their podcast about Gamesmaster is fun to watch the episode. They talk about the movies that were number 1 at that time, or the movie, or the music, and they go back in time to look at what was happening in that week in gaming before they go into the game show. Oh, it's brilliant. Okay, that's my love letter done.
I love it. Okay. Everyone else got any love letters?
Not right now.
Okay.
Not right now. I do have something, but I think I want to give it a bit more time.
Okay.
So
you make it simmer.
I'm going to save it for next week.
Okay. I got something as well, but I'm going to save it for next week as well. It's a really good show. So.
Me too. So you may have noticed we haven't done a Merlin special. We're gonna come up with an idea for a special. I'm gonna throw this on Helen now. We're gonna do the Lost special for the Christmas special.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Tara, you've watched Lost?
Sorry?
You've watched Lost?
Lost?
Yeah.
I know about it, but I haven't watched it. Why?
We're gonna do a big special for Christmas. I'm thinking of doing Lost actually, because I want to save 100 for like a celebration episode. So I was thinking we might plan it. Actually, Tara, go watch some Lost, and then we'll come back to it in a couple of months.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll save the Lost special not for the 100th episode, as we were joking, but we will battle Helen in 2022.
I will take all of you on. I will literally.
When Tara's watched all 6 seasons, we're gonna go battle 3-on-1 with you.
Hey, she might be with Helen. You never know by then. We don't know. We don't know.
Helen will fight dirty.
I'm
sure she will.
I won't fight dirty. I'll fight proper. I don't need to fight dirty because it's a good show and it's a good finale.
Okay. Helen, you got to keep that same energy when the time comes. You got to keep that same energy.
Tara, you need to watch Lost so that we can do a special in 2022.
Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah. Lovely. Okay,
yeah.
So we're gonna talk off camera. So we'll tell you next week what we're gonna do for the Christmas special. We've got something. We're gonna plan something that all 4 of us can watch together and do a Christmas special on.
Okay.
Yes. I want Lost to be done properly, so we're gonna put that off.
I'm gonna do some Lost research ASAP.
The 100th episode should be the best of. Like, you know. Anyway, so this week we have you may have noticed Tale Princess Gagua is out for House of Animation this week. We're taking a week off. We're reconvening next weekend to record more. So it's 1 week. There will be no House of Animation, but that's okay. We're on top of it. There's scheduling problems, but we are back on it next weekend. So the week after, 1 week delay. I don't know what movie we're going to talk about first. It will be Finding Nemo.
Once again, Finding Nemo.
As Dory can't find anything. Anyway, so like, I can't wait. Whoa, dude, 30 tubular. So I'm not going to do the turtles.
Oh my gosh.
Mine. Yeah, stop it. Anyway, so where can we find you? Find people on the internet.
Oh, first Legend of Ball 101 on YouTube. That's where you're gonna find me. There you go. And Twitter and Instagram.
And done. Tara?
Yeah, you can check my channel down below. Yeah.
And if they're not checking this, and if they're not checking the description, where can they find you verbally so they can find it with their phone?
Yeah, just called Chloe's channel.
Okay.
Just type Buff Agent Man.
Just see the links.
Or One Hole Monster X. You're gonna get something. Yeah. Oh man.
Why are you making this difficult? Typical Tara. Typical Tara attitude. It's fine. I don't need subscribers. It's fine. Okay. So, well, yeah, and we've got a Facebook group. So go put Scry Syndrome. No more penis. Like I've asked before, no penis drawings.
And they're still doing it.
They're still doing it.
Oh my god.
Why?
I'm impressed by the attention to detail, but it's still not appropriate in
My gosh.
a group about a podcast. Yeah, just talk about the podcast, and it will update you when we're going to drop one. Not that sounded dirty. Drop an episode of the podcast. It's not that type of club. And yeah. Anything else? No. I think that's it. Oh yeah, if you want to send an email, it's bengilman98@gmail.com. We're going to come up with a new email address because we've got locked out of our old one. So
fun.
It's brilliant times when we get locked out of our email. We're so professional. We need a new email address. I'm going to sort that out this weekend. Anyway, hope you have a lovely weekend. You're going to be hearing us on the weekend. I hope you have a good week starting Monday. It's goodbye for me.
Goodbye for me.
And goodbye from me too. Have a good one.
Okay. Are we totally sure Chucky's not Prince William? Just making sure. Just making sure. Oh, hold on. So, okay. This is extra stuff now. Yeah, so Tara, you want to talk about man titty slap? Teach me.
Oh, yeah. Hey guys. Last week, I invented something called the man titty slap with my friend. The titty man with big man titties annoyed me in the Singapore tube. I slapped this man titty because I was angry.
Why were you angry, Tara? Why is violence an acceptable thing to slap someone's titties?
Because it was well padded for muscles, and I don't think it felt any pain, but my hand felt the pain instead.
Well padded.
Yes.
I can't even imagine what I've been told right now. I can't even imagine this, guys.
I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I'm not going to say it. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go there. I'm not.
Dear me.
I'm not going to go there. No.
And if he hears this,
we won't say his name to protect the innocent, but
yeah, if he hears this, I don't know what to say. And someday you guys may just meet him. Oh yeah.
I think we need to retitle this podcast "The Diary of a Titty Man." We're gonna do that.
You mean like the Diary of Jane, Breaking Benjamin?
When he comes onto this podcast, we're gonna call it "The Titty Man Cometh." It will be like the podcast title, "The Titty Man Cometh."
Titty Man cometh.
And you're gonna get the blame for calling him that.
Yeah, he's gonna be like, "How do you know that I'm the titty man? You expose me."
Well, Tara brings it up each week on the outtakes for some reason. We record it because it's good content.
The titty master. Hey, Moxley, the titty master. That's just what it is, bro.
Yep. And when you noise me, I slap his titty.
Oh my gosh.
You wait until we finish the podcast to become random. Jesus Christ. Oh,
Exactly. The time at the end of the show becomes random, just comes alive.
I'm glad we've recorded this for like catching her. The minute you said Titty Man stuff, I was like, I'm gonna have to wait. Just wait. I'm pressing the record.
And Ben was like, no. Hey, don't even wait next time. Just press record. Don't even wait. Just press record.
Okay, I have a question. Is it for guys? Is it painful if they get their titty slapped or hit or assaulted?
As a man that regularly gets slapped by his wife, yes.
I've been slapped a couple of times, I think, especially where I work. So they're intrigued by my impressive titty. So I was saying it hurts.
Oh my
Hurts quite a
God,
bit.
we're going down a dark hole again.
This is
My
got
mum listens to
I'm
this
saying-
podcast. No, she doesn't. I'm
I
joking.
say it hurts quite a bit. I say quite a bit. Yeah. I say.
this
So.
has got very erotic very quickly.
Yeah.
I
It
told
was kind of right when
Why don't we just record the Valentine's Day special now? Hi, welcome to the Square Eyes Valentine's special for 2020.
It was erotic. What it did to me was kind of
3 months
erotic.
early.
So, yeah. I kind of
This
enjoyed
is a pineapple.
What is that? I'm not even going to get involved in what that is.
And don't do it, man. Don't
That
do
is
it.
just an visual medium.
Stress ball reliever. You know, like those things you squeeze when
It's
you're
a stress ball, yeah.
Why does he look so suggestive?
It's
Oh,
not
someone
it's not a
else
human
said it.
ball.
You know what? The titty man called this balls, and he kept
Jesus
doing
Christ!
kept doing this. And you know what? He actually burst it. We each had one.
Oh,
And he-
titty man.
Yeah, he did this so much and until it burst. Then I'm like, what? You burst it? He's like, yeah. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
I have no words anymore.
Don't piss off.
Tara, you've
Don't piss off
woken
Tara.
up after we finished recording.
I'm glad you slapped the man that was annoying you.
Damn.
He's my friend.
I don't hide mine. Hey, if I was to see you in life again, Tom, I'm doing this. I'm just defending.
I think Troy and Titty Man should have a titty slap off, and we can record it for YouTube. Titty versus titty.
When we visit London, or if you guys visit,
The meat on display, the big man muscles of meat on display. It's Vince McMahon, WWE. That's it. Smell the meat. Meat again. Slap.
It was a titty off. Hey.
yeah,
Women,
I actually
women did it to me. I did that to the woman. So hey, so equal rights. That's what I did. That's what I did while I worked. So it was okay. It was okay.
What is happening?
Consent.
yeah, well, yeah, I asked
I
him.
have no idea what's going on anymore.
I asked him, like, is it okay if I call you Titty Man? Then he's like, sure, and I'll call you Titty Girl. Then I'm like, what? I'm not Titty Girl.
Hey. I'm with him on that.
If I call you Titty Girl, I get called a misogynist. So no, I'm not calling you Titty Girl.
The Titty Queen. I told you you're the Titty Queen. I told you this.
No, I
told you this.
Yo.
You're the Titty Queen.
Don't make your nicknames. I'm not going to be able to say without being called a sexist thing. Helen's beginning to realise what this podcast is about.
Helen knows the greatness that she knows. The greatness of
It's
the
about
podcast.
it's
Won't be
about
coming back
titty
ever
men.
again after this.
The Titty Men.
Yo, he's famous in the UK, yo.
Oh wow. I can't. I just want Titty Man to email us now.
Titty Lord.
Email us, Titty Man. Say that again.
Did you have your titty slapped on the subway today? You may be entitled to compensation. Please call our call handlers now who will guide you through the process.
When did this turn into a business? Helen's just going to be the secretary for our titty slapping business. You're not wearing a mask. You're gonna get. You haven't got an exemption card. Then we're gonna titty slap you, man or woman. We don't care. We got females and men for both sexes.
Call 0800 TITTY.
Ah, yes, I like that.
Co-founders Tara, Chloe, and Troy Salmon.
And
So wait a
she-
minute. Tara
and
does
she's
the
teaching
slapping,
her.
but also runs the helpline.
And she's
Oh,
running around the city. Yep, I'm just getting off at Leicester Square. Hold on, tell me where he is.
right.
There you go.
His name is
Squid Game.
Tara.
24-hour podcasting
man.
while she's doing it. Just a 24-hour podcast. And now I'm going
No.
to titty slap David Matthews.
Tara's walking around the suitcase at Squid Game.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, indeed.
Hey, I'll give you 1
I
million.
would love it if people were listening to your podcast, Tara, and then they ran away from you because they know they're going to get titty slapped. So it's like a game of cat and mouse around London.
Squid
This is
Game
a
card.
TV show.
It's got Squid Game cards, man. Look, it's got Squid Game cards. See, I
The
told you.
Titty Hunter.
He's going around
Oh my
snapping
God,
people's
what's
titties.
going on?
Money, bro. Told you this.
Is that the PlayStation logo?
No, it's Squid Game.
The Squid Game logo.
It's just in an X. That's the PlayStation.
I know, I told him. I was like, it's PlayStation, bro. I told you this.
Right, that's Network the Titty Hunter.
Titty Hunter.
Titty Hunter. She'll get you eventually.